My name is Mike, and this is a bike. No, this is a friend. Yeah, I actually have one of those. I may even have two. Anyway, this is my friend Eric, and he's agreed to join me on the trip to the Dictate Drags. See, Eric wanted to go along because he absolutely loves the Rusty Grenade. Right, Eric?
What?
The Rusty Grenade. You love the Rusty Grenade.
No. Frankly, I'm terrified of that car.
Well, I'm bringing him along anyway, not because he likes the Rusty Grenade, but if it breaks down, he's bigger and stronger than me, and he can help me push. Anyway, we're on our way. We're going to go to Payson. We're going to stay the night there, and then we'll go down the hill to Globe and join up with the rest of the Poverty Tour in the morning. The Rusty Grenade is packed and getting more packed and ready to go. So, stick around.
Somewhere in a dusty, dirty back alley in western Arizona, not far from historic Route 66, is an old fart trying to cram a square peg into a round hole. He'll work on anything, just as long as it's got at least 2 cool wheels.
After a quick stop at Highway Hot Dog in Seligman, Arizona, which is right on historic Route 66, we headed on our way. Well, we made it to Payson. That's the first leg of our journey. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, we'll head down to Globe, assuming the roads haven't washed out. Anyway, the old Rusty Grenade made it once again. Can she complete the trip to Tucson? We'll find out tomorrow. Anyway, get to spend the night enjoying the wonderful view here in Payson, Arizona.
arrived at the meetup location just south of Globe to find a whole lot of Poverty Tour folks already out there waiting. We still didn't have our fearless leader, so everybody just kind of hanging around until Dalton arrived. A lot of cool cars, very interesting bus, if you will. Hey, I know that guy.
So cool. Hey, look, there's a car I can actually beat. All right, Rusty, there's your competition right there. Boat tail rig. I had one of those once. Of course, I'm old enough, I've had pretty much one of each. Wayne's World.
Then Buff of Buff's Garage arrived in Fred, the little farm truck, which is a Dodge 318 powered Datsun pickup truck. Buff's a pretty cool guy. I've corresponded with him before. He's one of the leaders of this expedition. And then finally, Dalton and a few others arrived from the hotel they were staying at. Kind of waiting on Dalton. He's leading the Poverty Tour. He had a nice little discussion before we left, and off we went to Tucson. A little bit of a wait to get in the gate, but we are here. Eric, you didn't die. You made it to Tucson with me.
Still alive.
has to go through tech, and believe it or not, Rusty actually passed tech. Wow, who'd have thought?
Then I noticed a very familiar looking vehicle parked right across the way from us.
Some of y'all might recognize this one. Yeah, this was a Freiburger Dulcich project back in the day. The Barracuda. So after hobnobbing for several hours at the racetrack, we headed off to our hotel to get a little rest. Oh, we've arrived at our hotel room. It's actually pretty nice, and it was one of the less expensive ones in the area. And we can look right out the window and see our favorite rusty grenade. So that's good. Not that anybody would try to steal it. I'm not that lucky. And we got a little updating to do on the old Facebook page, but it's pretty comfy. Anyway, Freiburger doesn't get to the drag strip until early afternoon, so we're in no hurry to get back over to the racetrack. We'll probably take a nice lazy breakfast, easy morning, and we'll get there when we feel like it. Well, it's the next morning. Eric and I have gotten a good night's rest, had a nice meal. The activities don't even start till later in the afternoon. I know that David Freiburger and all the guys caravanning behind him coming from Los Angeles, they're probably not going to be here until 4 or 5 tonight. But I also heard a rumor that the burnout pits are going to open about that same time. So we decided we're just going to hang out. I've got a gazillion tons of editing to do. And so we'll hang out here and then we'll head back over to the racetrack. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here. Yeah, I know. Quit. Oh, you're glad? Well, whether you're happy or glad, I'm going to end the video here just to save space on my limited storage capacity computer stuff. I don't have a lot of storage space. Makes it a little easier on me. And we'll post another video after we video some of the activities. I know, you wanted to see Rusty run down the track. That's probably not going to happen, I don't even think today. Probably not till tomorrow. So, come on back for the next video. And thanks for watching.